Welcome to Tokyo, Japan, the city where millions interact every single day, a place where tradition meets the future, and where our adventure begins. From quiet temples and hidden gardens to the unforgettable flavors of Tokyo. Stay with us as we explore 4 incredible days in the world's most exciting city.
Lynn and Paul's Excellent Adventure, a 4-year voyage while living on a cruise ship.
Well, hello everyone. We have made our way to Yokohama. The ship came in this morning into port fairly early. So we had our breakfast, we gathered our luggage, and we went to the train station here in Yokohama, put our bags into the lockers because we're just going to spend a few hours in Yokohama, and then we're going to head to Tokyo.
And do we have a lot planned? It's going to be great.
We do. So our first stop is where we're sitting right now, and this is the Yokohama Landmark Sky Tower.
Right. We're in the garden level.
Yeah, we're 69 floors high, and you can look at all parts of the city. We're looking southeast. I had to look up at the wall to see which direction we were. So we're looking southeast, and it's quite a beautiful city.
It really is. We came up on a high-speed elevator, 69 floors. We got up. We were at one point traveling 700 meters a minute.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fast, smooth, quiet. You'd never even know. It was pretty cool. I know we got a few in the United States that are that way, but
and my ears were popping the whole time.
We've got a lot of great things planned in this episode. We head to Tokyo this afternoon. We're going to check into our hotel. We're going to stay at a hotel for 3 nights. Kind of cool hotel. We'll tell you about that a little while later.
Yeah.
And then tonight, or late this afternoon, we're going to actually go to the Digital Museum. And they have 2 of them here. We're going to go to the one closer to the hotel. It's all things digital in museum format. We'll tell you more about that later. Tomorrow, a neat deal. We're taking a high-speed train to Nagano.
We're taking the bullet train, guys.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun.
So we'll go up there. Nagano was the site of Winter Olympics a few years back. We'll see what there is to do and share that with you. And then the rest of the week...
It's a beautiful city. So
yeah,
I think
should be.
We'll see some beautiful, beautiful sights.
And we're going to experience all the things that you would expect to in Tokyo that we can cram into a couple of days. I'll tell you, we could spend 3 weeks here, I think.
I just think we need to take the camera and just do a kind of a big sweep and say, this is Tokyo. I'm a little apprehensive. It's the largest city in the world, 38 million people. So I have to tell you, I've never been any place that there's that many people.
We'll see how we hold up. If we don't get transportation's going to be a thing. I hear it's easy to get around. We'll find out. Come along for the ride with us. Oh, Lynn, this is absolutely crazy. We made it to Tokyo, and we had a wonderful day yesterday. We got to go
did.
to the Digital Museum, which was fascinating.
Oh, it was, yes, it was a stressful day.
Which was your favorite room of all?
In that digital museum,
Yeah,
I liked the balls and the crystals.
the crystal rooms. Oh, and then there was a separate one. There was the one with all the balls that sparkled.
bubbles they called
Bubbles, and then there was the other one with the long streaks, and
That was
it made it
crystals.
feel like it was raining in there.
Oh, it was
Crystal.
incredible.
But it's a very immersive experience if you ever get to Tokyo. And they have two of these. We went to the original ones run by TeamLabs.
Yeah.
And this one's called The Planets. Is that what?
No, this one was
the
just
other
called the art.
one. The art.
This is art.
And it was art.
And it was.
Yeah,
And they've got
very much.
these all in 3 or 4 other locations around the world. So we're going to try to
Yeah.
catch them in different parts of the world as we travel.
Now, on
But-
our way out, you actually were able to find a coffee laboratory in the same building, and you got some coffee. We both
did.
got coffee.
Well, yeah, because they have this like large marketplace, and there was a coffee lab, and oh my gosh, what a great experience! We bought some coffee. We got, I thought I thought I was fairly educated on coffee. I learned a whole bunch of new stuff, which
Yeah.
was really great. It's great when you can keep learning, right?
It really was. There was a gentleman there that was one of the people running it. They had 3 people working there, but he was American, now living here, working with them. And I think the thing that amazed me most is how good his Japanese was.
Well, I guess if you live here, your Japanese
Yeah,
better be good,
good.
because we have found a few people who speak English,
Uh-huh.
or at least enough English that we can kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Our hotel has been great.
Yeah.
Our
We're at the
hotel, Gracery,
Gracery.
which is the Godzilla Hotel.
Yeah, we'll show you more of that tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
And
You
so
found a good place to stay, though.
Yeah, so I'm excited about going to Nagano.
Yeah.
One of our shipmates suggested it. It's where the Olympics were. So
Let's tell people what
It'll
we're
be
doing
fun.
today. We got here through the local metropolitan trains, which we've been taking some, have stressed us out a little bit because there are so many tracks and runs, different platforms we got to find.
Yes.
Google Maps has been helpful, but once you get inside the building, forget it.
ChatGPT's been good
It's
too.
good too. But it's really tough. We got here for the train ride today, which is a bullet train that we're actually doing today, and it'll take about an hour and 15 minutes to get to Nagano. And we've never ridden a bullet train, so we're really looking.
How fast does it go?
200 some miles per hour, I think.
Oh.
We'll let you know. We'll do a little session when we do get onto the train, I think. But we've got about an hour. We got here extra early because we had to take the metro train here. We found a Rapid Express,
Right.
which got us here really quick. It wasn't bad at all, maybe 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. But we got to the train station. I'd looked this up last night on Google on what it's like to get from the metro trains to the trains here that are going to take us to Nagano. And they said it was fairly confusing. So we got here early. We've got about an hour before our train.
Yeah.
So I got here probably way too early. But
Thank you.
last thing I wanted to do was get lost and have to start over.
Well, and I've kind of had minor panic attacks, so
It's easy to.
But
If you just look around here at the station, it's hard to imagine a lifestyle like this. And I know a lot of you in large cities are used to this, but for us, it's just overwhelming. You see whole groups of people that are just traveling from point to point, and they just know exactly where they're going. And it seems like every turn we go to, we're lost. But maybe that's just because we're not from around here.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I've got my fan.
Yeah, you got your fan.
Kind of hear it.
Yeah, you can.
And I've got a bottle of water, even though I know you're not supposed to drink in public. There's a lot
Yeah.
of things you're not allowed to do in public.
Tokyo's a little
I
different,
have-
though. It seems like
well,
Tokyo's more like a traditional city.
I still don't see people drinking or eating in public.
No, that's I don't
So hopefully when I get on the train, I won't offend anybody if I drink some water.
Yeah.
Because that's been my thing. I get hot.
Right.
I get stressed,
Yeah.
and I get thirsty,
I think
and I kind of freak
on
out.
an hour-long train ride, I think we'll be okay. We're going to be in business class because they didn't have standard class.
Right.
So we'll have a little more comfort I think, going on this ride, so that'll be good. And we
Sounds
also
good.
found you can take green cars on the Metro train. We're going to try and do that. They're a lot more comfortable. I don't know what the upgrade is. We'll have to find out what that is. So, onward?
Onward.
Well, we got an hour to wait, so we'll relax a little bit, but we'll see you on board. Okay, change of plans.
Yes, I screwed up.
I don't know if you screwed up. I think we both screwed up. I decided to look at the tickets, see what seat number we have, what platform we need to go to, and so forth. And I looked at the date on the tickets, and they're for tomorrow. So either we spend the night in the train station.
No.
I don't think we'll do that. That would be horrible. Or we've got to now go to the ticket counter and see what we can do to get them exchanged. So let's head over there. We grabbed a cup of coffee, iced coffee for you, and I got a hot coffee.
Well, I think we needed to kind of de-stress a little bit and breathe before we had to go face changing our tickets.
One thing we should mention to everyone out here, and this is always good advice, whether you're buying train tickets, plane tickets, concert tickets, sporting event tickets, try to avoid buying them through a third-party reseller. Try to go to the site of the people who actually sell the ticket. We made the mistake of going through a company called Rail Monsters, which is fine.
You didn't. I did.
Well, that's
I
fine. I'm not
booked
booking
this
just
trip.
saying we. But we went through a company called Rail Monsters. The problem we have is now when we go to the Japan Rail ticket counter, they say, well, we didn't issue these. These were issued by a third party. Fortunately, we printed the tickets out, so we'll take them over there, and I'm sure they'll be able to work with us. But then we've got to also work out the details to get in a return ticket back. So
we're going to be using the translator a lot?
Well,
our little
hopefully.
translator unit?
We'll find out when we get to the window. But my guess is this has happened before. But it'd be great if we could get tickets exchanged for today. So we'll let you know when if and when we get on the train, we'll let you know how this all turned out. If we get on the train, you'll know it worked out well.
Well, if not, I guess we'll be doing this tomorrow
Right.
again.
We'll see. Let's go find out. Well, we were able to work things out. As you can tell, we're on the train now. The only way we could go today and get things worked out closely on schedule was, number one, to leave an hour later. We also had to upgrade to what they consider grand class and first class, hence the wonderful seats that we have here. They're actually a nice recliner chair. The downside is that Lynn had to sit behind me, so she's back over here. Hello, Lynn. But we did get on the train, and then we worked out the tickets back. We won't be going grand class back, but we'll be going back about 6 o'clock. So we're on our way to Nagano on the high-speed bullet train. Very nice service. They gave us a little drink here and a little packet. I'm not sure what's exactly in the packet, but it's definitely nice service if you're going to ride on a high-speed train. Bullet trains here are amazing. We thought there'd be one or two, but they must have had about 8 tracks of bullet train. So we're just leaving Tokyo Station now. It'll be about an hour and 15 minutes by the time we get to Nagano.
So we are here in Nagano at the Zenkoji Temple. It looks like it's a place that a lot of people come and pray.
This is probably the primary attraction here in Nagano. The temple's, of course, a Buddhist temple, and we've already been inside one of the smaller outlying temples, and we're getting ready to go in these main gates to the main temple here. And
we won't be able to go inside the temple and video any of it.
No,
so only
but we'll
on
get the
grounds.
outside. But we are in Nagano. Nagano is a neat-sized town. It's about 300,000 people. what did we travel? We traveled maybe 100 miles
Maybe.
down from Tokyo.
Maybe.
We did get, as you saw, we got on the bullet train and everything worked out real well. We had to sit behind each other to get the only seats in one of the morning trains. We didn't want to waste too much time. Ended up upgrading to first class, but it worked well. Mount Tamasuke is the tall mountain here. Of course, there's mountains all around this town, and it's
it
about
was the
20.
Winter Olympics.
It was the Winter Olympics
Town of the Winter
what year?
Olympics, 1998.
1998. So if the town of Nagano sounds familiar, it's probably from your recognition and watching the Winter Olympics in those years.
And it's not winter time, so I can't see the snow monkeys.
No.
That was my whole goal on one of these trips.
There are snow
is to
monkeys.
see snow monkeys, but I didn't think about them being called snow monkeys.
That's right. So we're going to wander into the temple and give you a little view of what the grounds are like around it. Like Lynn said, we shouldn't do any recording. It's just respectful to inside their temple, but we thought we might do this. A lot of people here on a weekday.
But the grounds here are beautiful.
Absolutely
the town is beautiful, very, probably a little more traditional.
Big difference from Tokyo.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay, well, we had a great day yesterday.
We did have a great day yesterday. We went to Nagano, and last we talked to you, we were at the beautiful temple up there, and we had a great lunch.
Great lunch. It was wonderful. We had a nice walk back to the train station, and a nice. We're a little more experienced with the train system, so it wasn't as hard the second time.
No, hopefully it'll keep getting easier and easier.
Hopefully.
We'll tell you a little later about some things that we've learned about the Japanese rail system, and it probably carries over to European rail systems too. We decided today to purchase a rail pass. So I was able to do that, and we'll tell you more about how that works a little bit later.
We can use that all through Japan.
We can use it all through Japan, for the most part. Yeah, for the most part. The Japanese rail service is JR Rail Service, they call it.
So here we are.
Next to our friend.
Next to Godzilla.
We haven't told you much about the hotel we're staying at.
Not life size.
Not life size, just a model. This is the Hotel Gracery, and it's in Shinjuku. And that's
district.
That's
so
the
they're
district.
they're in different districts around Tokyo.
Yeah, which is a very busy district. This is where a lot of the big. It looks like I was telling Lynn last night. It looks like Times Square on steroids because you just go down blocks and blocks and just see all of these neon signs, and well, nowadays it's all LED screens and all. We saw one LED screen yesterday. I don't know if you got a picture of it with the 3D
kittens, and we also saw like the Blue Man Group like coming out of it. It was really kind of interesting.
Yeah,
it was amazing to see.
But we're here in the hotel lobby, so we have to speak a little quieter because they're trying to conduct business and everything.
But what's the idea behind the Godzilla here? This all Godzilla themed.
This is Godzilla themed. This is the hotel that's Godzilla themed. They have a whole, every hotel has a kitschy thing, and so when you walk in, you've got there's a little diorama and then kind of a history of all the movies. They don't have the most recent one. There's a new one out. So.
Is it out now?
Yeah.
Okay. But they have this
playing at the IMAX that's here.
Oh, it is. Yeah, they have they have like a 7-theater IMAX just down the stairs from us.
And they have a whole gift shop full of Godzilla
Plus,
stuff.
at the lounge, you can get like Godzilla ice cream shaped things and Godzilla drinks. And they have the giant Godzilla head that peeks over the building. So as we're walking from the train station,
So it's watching over you.
It's watching over us. So as we come back from the train station each day, we know where the hotel is because there's a giant guy. And you said that's what's going to be the case. You said we'll know the hotel because we look for the Godzilla head.
That's right.
It's true.
Well, and two, you want to. You want to make sure that the advice was make sure you have a landmark near your train station so you don't get lost.
That's a landmark. That's probably one of the best landmarks you find. Now we got to tell everybody about.
What was your first Godzilla movie?
Oh, I've only seen the one original Godzilla movie going back to like the 50s, I think. That's the only one I've seen. And quite honestly, it was, it's a little...
I was in I remember seeing a Godzilla movie at the little B Theater in North Denver on Federal, the Federal Theater.
How old were you?
And, I don't know, 8, 9, 10,
So
something
probably
like that.
scared you then, didn't it?
Oh my gosh. But, and it was in black and white.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'd be probably the one I saw too.
And
at the same time.
I was going to look at the little thing and see if I could remember which one it was.
By little thing, Lynn, means they have
the diorama.
They have posters set up with all the different Godzilla
Years,
movies that came out in what year.
And so I'll have to look at that a little closer and see which one it was. But now I look back and those old ones, they're really pretty hokey.
They're very hokey. Yeah, the new ones probably use a lot better AI and CG and things like that.
How would you like to have this?
That'd be cool. In the cabin?
In the cabin.
I don't think it'd fit very well.
You don't think so?
Pretty
He
big.
could be our mascot. He could just...
Today is day 3 in Tokyo, and today we are going to go see, what's the name of the square? We'll tell you here in a little bit because we'll show you photos, but we're going to go see the square where it's the most busy crosswalk square in all of Japan, in all of Tokyo. And we'll try to take some photos of it. We found a couple of ways we might be able to take some from above. We're going to go do that, and then we're going to head over to the zoo.
Zoo and the
Zeno,
park and the
Zeno Zoo, I believe it is.
The Zeno Zoo, and then there's some grounds there, gardens there, and there's also museums there too.
So we'll see how our legs hold up and see what we can do.
Kind of see. It's a lot of walking here.
But come on along with us. We'll have some fun today. Well, hello everyone. We're coming to you from our hotel room. We haven't shown you that yet, so we wanted to kind of give you an idea what it looks like. They're typically smaller rooms, which I think is more traditional in Japan. What do we have? What size? A double bed at best is what we have.
It was the biggest bed I could get.
Biggest bed we could get. But it's a fairly small bed for two people, especially Americans.
Yeah.
It's the appointment. They've got this little seating area here, and they've got the TV here. So the whole room is very few square feet. Bathroom's nice, though.
The bathroom is beautiful.
What was your favorite part?
Well, my favorite part is that they had a bathtub that was a long, deep soaking tub.
Yeah.
Which made it very, very nice at the end of long walking days to come and relax and take a bath and soak. But they have it's a shower room, so it's or a wet room, I guess we would call it in the States. So there's a shower and the tub are in the same room. In that same space. So it is really, really, it's very well appointed. This is a very nice hotel.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's a small room compared to rooms you might find in Europe or in the United States, but at the same time, it's a very efficient room. I mean, where they put your hangers, I mean, you don't have whole closets, you just have hanging areas. They actually have a press for your clothes if you need it. They have all the touches. One of the things I didn't show you this morning is in the drawer here, they actually have a little charging kit in case you forgot yours.
Oh.
They got a little flashlight and so forth. And they have a refrigerator in here. So it's even though it's small, it's very, very efficient.
We ran into one of our shipmates, Don, and he said, "Boy, the rooms are small." And I said, "We live on a ship."
Yeah, that's right.
So we're used to small rooms.
And it's nice. I mean,
it's probably the same size as our cabin.
It is probably the same square footage. Bathroom's quite a bit bigger, though. We want to recap for you what we did yesterday. Last time we talked to you, we talked about going to the zoo. In that area, that park is called the Seco Park. Is that it? Let me look it up real quick. But you can tell what we did instead.
Well, it was overcast when we got there, but maybe 10 minutes into it, the skies opened up and it just was hot. It was 89 degrees Fahrenheit is what my phone showed. It was very intense sun, but also you also add in 100 and some percent humidity.
Yeah.
And it was very uncomfortable. I was a little afraid that there wouldn't be enough shade, there wouldn't be enough, we didn't bring enough water. So instead, we decided to go to the Tokyo National Museum.
Yeah. This is all, you got to understand.
It was traditional.
The nice thing is that this is called Ueno Park. It's Ueno Zoo, Ueno. And the zoo is there, the Botanic Gardens is there, and they have like 5 museums. They have a Western Arts Museum. But we wanted to go to the National Museum. And the National Museum is where we wanted to really learn about Japanese culture. And they had the rooms set up all on the first floor as you traveled through. The first room was statues and so forth.
More religious. Yeah. More of
Buddhist,
the temple temple protectors. And
then they had a room with metalwork, and they had a room with ceramic work, and they had maps and historic. Yes, they had. Swords. Well, that was part of the metals room, actually.
Oh, it was that part of metals.
Yeah. So it was well laid out, and I think gave you a good feel that over history, going back thousands of years in Japan, the history of it, and we kind of thought that was an important part. And just the way they had the display set up and all of the different information, that they had some incredible little parts to it. They had one area that was metalworks of animals that you might find in a zoo. That was kind of interesting that they did too. They also had a beautiful, halfway through you had kind of a lounge area that looked over a nice little pond with lily pads in it, and it was really quite beautiful. Just kind of well done. Then we had a great lunch at a food truck, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. I'm going to show you this.
Show that. This was at the museum.
So this was at the museum, and this was just a stamping process. It was 7 steps to get the different parts of the art to finish out what looks like the lady. So
Different
in
color
traditional,
levels, right?
yeah,
in everything you did.
yeah, traditional drawing or painting from Japan. So it said, try your own. It's UKIO-E printing.
Okay. But it was kind of interesting.
Ukiyo
There were
printing.
people
maybe?
lined up doing this, and it was a neat little process.
And it was free.
And it was
free.
yeah.
It was very nice. So we have our own little Japanese artwork to hang in our cabin.
Yes.
We'll put a little magnet on the back and stick it on the wall.
But the museum layouts that they had there at this Ueno Park were quite extensive. There were a lot of places that you could really go in this. It was a whole complex. So they had a Japanese gallery. They had a research and information center, gallery of treasures, a memorial hall. So Asian gallery.
They also had the Natural History Museum there.
Yes,
which would have been
right.
fun to go to.
Yes. I mean, we could have spent 2 days just at Ueno Park. Like I said, the Botanic Gardens were there, zoos there, both outdoor type things, and it was pretty warm, so we opted not to do that. But if you do come here, Ueno Park, Ueno, is probably a great place to spend a day or so. It's really quite fascinating. We made our way back by train, came back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. You decided to take a break, rest.
I was a little overheated, needed just a slight rest, and kind of took a nice cool shower and kind of
cool off. Because you come back, you end up taking 2 showers a day because you're so sweaty by the time you get back, you have to. I opted, while you were resting up, I went to a ninja show. One of our other shipmates recommended that they were just right across the street from the hotel here. They have a ninja show. Granted, it's geared more toward Western culture type people, Americans, Europeans, and so forth. So it's a little bit of a put-on type show. But nevertheless, I think they do a good job of embracing that part of the culture of the ninja and so forth. And, you know, they had all the performers up on stage, and then they gave lessons. Great show for kids. I would say if you're coming with kids here and you're staying in this area, that'd probably be a good show to see. But it was a lot of fun, and you can tell I had a lot of fun at that show. When I came back to the hotel, met Lynn, and we decided to have for us, what we'd consider a late dinner. It was probably about 8 o'clock, which is getting pretty late for us to have dinner.
Yeah, it was a little later, but it was very good. We went to a Kobe steakhouse, and not far from the hotel here. It was maybe a 5-minute walk?
Oh, yeah.
It was just kind of like down. But it forced us to walk through a square, and they had food trucks there, they had music, they had a lot of people. And so we went through that it's more like a plaza.
Right.
And went to the restaurant and had our Kobe beef. We wanted to try that before we left Tokyo.
You had a non-alcoholic wine.
It was a wine soda drink, they said. And it was a plum soda. It was very tart and sweet at the same time.
But you liked it?
Yeah. Would I order it again? Probably not.
A little too tart for you.
A little too tart and sweet.
And I did a Japanese pale ale. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name of it, the brand, but it was actually a pretty good pale ale. And overall, nice. The meal was wonderful. The Kobe beef, the way they cook it, and then you can actually cook it a little more. They give you a little hot stone to cook it some more if you like to.
It's more on the rare side.
More on the rare side. And it was quite honestly, it's probably some of the best beef I've had in a long time. So that was really nice. Then we came back to the hotel. And coming back to the hotel, you got to understand, in the area that we're in Shinjuku.
Right, Shinjuku.
Which is the district or the city here.
Right, and it's more of it's not the high nightclub area like a little bit over, there's another neighborhood that if you're just totally into nightlife, that's exactly where you want to be. And if you're a young person, that's where you want to be.
Well, all the young people were here, I'll tell you, at this one.
But here, it's nightlife, it's eating, it's karaoke. There's just buildings that are stories high with karaoke rooms. But there were a lot of young people on the street last night.
Well, and what got me is that there's one block near the hotel here where you see the little Japanese, and I don't mean this derogatory, little Japanese girls lined up on the street in, I don't know what you call the type of costume, but it's typically a white shirt and pleated skirts, short skirts.
They look like anime characters.
I guess that's it. I guess
they do copy that anime art style. If you've seen that, kind of the I don't know how to describe it because I wouldn't do it justice.
And they're lined up, but they're very lined up right on the curb. They're probably not allowed to actually go into the street section, which the street's closed down because so many people are walking around. But they all have signs, and we weren't sure what it was. You talked to a security guard that spoke English, though.
Yes, I think he was actually... he did speak English, but with a very, very excellent. We had a very nice accent. Actually, it was very nice. It was very pleasing listening to him. But he was explaining to me that these are like late high school, late teen age girls and boys. There were boys there too.
Few, very few.
And what they do is that the signs that they're holding is their advertisements for either a restaurant, a nightclub. A lot of the young men had the nightclub ones, and they were very. I mean, everybody is very well dressed. It's very interesting to look at the way they dress because it's very nice. Or maybe game rooms. And you got to remember, this is a 37 million people. So not everything is at street level. No. So these that they're advertising might be on the 30th floor of a tall skyscraper.
Or down in the basement.
Yeah. And you wouldn't actually really see because there's no advertising on the outside of the building.
So they have to promote to go in.
So it's like if you're from the States, you see the kids swinging the Subway or hot dog signs. This would be the same kind of thing. But they're very quiet. It's very orderly. Yeah. Everything, I think when you see something that's out of order, it's very unusual.
It is.
Because it's very orderly here.
It is. Tokyo is definitely very different than the other Japanese cities that we've seen. We're getting ready, this being our 4th day in Tokyo, we're getting ready to head out. We're going to do a little bit of shopping and then head to the train station, go back to Yokohama where the ship is, and we'll be joining the ship later this afternoon. So that'll be the end of our Tokyo day. But I did want to talk a little bit about our impressions of Tokyo. So far, Tokyo is, in my opinion, is far different than any of the other 3 cities that we've seen, Sendai and some of the other cities. It's definitely got a huge urban feel to it. It's definitely a place that I don't think Lynn or I could ever live, but we couldn't live in probably most cities that are as large as this. It feels crowded. Whereas there's still a lot of order in the way you do things, the city was a lot dirtier. Overnight in this area, there is a ton of trash that gets dumped on the streets. Now, I will say by mid-afternoon, they picked all of that up. And I saw a lot of the shop owners doing the work. It's not like they have public workers doing this that I saw, unless I missed that. But it's a lot dirtier. We've actually seen... we just got done getting some coffee this morning, and there's still kids that have been partying all night. I say kids, but they're probably 20s, maybe 30s at the top. A lot of them that are seem to be almost like street individuals, kind of either living on the streets. So that part of it's a little sad. Have we actually seen homelessness here? It's hard to tell. We've seen people passed out That hasn't been too unusual, but it's probably from partying too long. I haven't seen any intervention from any of the officials here that are like picking people up or anything like that. So, whereas Japan, I think, has a lot of order in their culture, I think Tokyo is really kind of an exception in that it's a little bit chaotic here. If you don't like a little bit of street chaos, I kind of call it Times Square, like Times Square in New York, like in the way that it looks. Probably even more so because there's more streets like that. What are your impressions?
My impressions are that I have found that I like the order more than the chaos.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I probably had a couple of panic attacks early on when we got to Tokyo, just because of the amount of people and feeling claustrophobic.
Probably the subway,
especially more in the subway and trains. What I really do like is you can buy just about anything you need. I mean, even at what we consider a convenience store, you could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. You can
and good quality
food. I had the famous. Everybody talks about this. The famous egg salad. Back in the States, I would never have bought an egg salad sandwich from a 7-Eleven or a convenience store because it's like. I wouldn't do that. But here, I thought, okay, I'm going to try. I was really hungry. And I thought, egg salad and ham. So I thought, okay, I'll try it. It was absolutely the best sandwich I think I've had.
You're thinking of one today for lunch.
Like I maybe need to get one more before I go back to the ship. But I do like when we are a place where it is quiet. I've noticed that. Of course, here it's not really the noise of cars because you don't hear that. It's not trains. It's not buses. It's all of the billboards. All of the billboards are animated and loud.
Very distracting.
Very distracting.
Very high tech, I gotta say. So it's very different that way. But overall, I mean, it's if you like big city, you like a lot of nightlife and things like that. That's definitely. And you got to remember, we've only seen just a few parts of Tokyo. Like you said, 37 million people in the metro area. So, it's a huge area. We're probably missing a lot. In the areas we were at that were very busy, it felt very busy. We've gotten to know the one thing it did help us, though, is it's gotten us to learn how to use subway trains and high-speed trains and all things like that. So, hopefully we'll be able to get around well. We'll be using some of that knowledge here over the next few days, too.
Well, you decided to buy a rail pass because we are we still have at least 3 weeks left in Japan.
Yeah.
And so there are other opportunities for us to take trains and maybe even another bullet train somewhere.
Right.
So we'll be looking at those plans, but it was really cheaper to buy the rail pass.
Well, and probably more efficient too. So we'll find out over the next few days, but it's probably a good way to go. In a future episode, we'll tell you a little bit more on the rail service in Japan. And if you come here, what the pros and cons are of getting a rail pass versus just paying as you go. It's easy to pay as you go too, because like we mentioned earlier, you just use your Suica card on your phone, especially if you have an iPhone or a physical Suica card. And it works on all transportation, pretty well every transportation system we found, including vending machines for soda and so forth.
So we did figure out a little bit. I didn't have any more panic attacks.
No. Thank goodness.
Let's just say I didn't have any more panic attacks. But what did I tell you? You have to help me breathe.
Right.
You have to water me. You have to feed me.
Just like a plant.
Just like a plant.
You're my little flower. But we're having fun. This has probably been the most stressful city we've been in a long time. And we did go to some American cities that were also quite large too on the West Coast. But I think we were more used to that, and we knew areas we wanted to be in. And this just really feels very crowded. And if you like that, it's a great place to go. If you like a big city, boy, this definitely has that feel.
I think everyone should experience this.
Yeah, I think
Whether
so.
you come to Tokyo or you come to the other cities or areas, regions in Japan, I think you should experience Japan.
I'm glad you said that, because for you to say this is a city for everybody to experience, I think means a lot, because I know you don't like big cities, but I think you do have to experience it.
Well, I think overall Japan.
Oh yeah, overall Japan. What a wonderful country. So far we've loved Japan. So onward though, we got a busy day ahead and we got to get back to the ship. So we will see you at our next destination. Until then, thank you for joining us. We really ask you to continue to encourage people, share this video, encourage people to tune in. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and subscribe. If you hit, if you're a YouTube person, hit the little bell. That'll remind you when we have a new episode out, and we'll let you know that that there's something new and fresh. And we try to release something every few days, so it's a good way to keep up.
And have those comments keep coming. A lot of the comments are that I interrupt you too much, so I am working hard on that. So please, you don't have to remind me of that. I am working on that. I apologize if I've offended anybody or made anybody feel uncomfortable. That wasn't my goal. I get very animated and very excited. And probably even a little nervous talking to you all on YouTube.
And I will say, don't be offended. We've been married 38 years. This is the way we are. You have to take us as we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I am trying to get caught up on, hopefully I've caught up on answering all the comments.
Good.
We've had some great comments. I really appreciate a lot of good things, like how much things cost or how easy was something, or what did we do with, or those questions, and they're great. Keep them coming. Mm-hmm. It was nice having all that time on the train because I was really able to spend some time answering recent questions and everything. And if I didn't respond, I just probably haven't gotten there yet. So I'm really working hard on that too.
Good. And it's a great community we're building. We thank you for being part of it. And we'll let you know next time what we got up. We got the rest of Japan we're going to hit, and it's going to be a lot of fun, Lynn.
I think we're going to have some more fun.
Yeah. See you soon.